Hey guys, this is Civil Learning Online, and today in this video I will be continuing our lecture on influence line diagram. Up to lecture 6 we have studied how to draw the influence line diagram for the shear force at the given section of the girder. And guys, today in this video I will be discussing about the influence line diagram for the bending moment at the given section. Let me show you what we have studied for in previous lectures. You will have the link of each and every video in the description, as well as I have created a separate playlist so that you can easily access to those video. And if you watch those video, you will come to know how to calculate the ordinates at different position under the loadings. And guys, we have studied up to the second point, and today I will be starting third point, that is influence line diagram for the bending moment at the given section for the simply supported beam as well as the simply supported beam with overhang. So guys, if you haven't liked this video, do like the video, and if you are new to this channel, then do subscribe the channel. And without any further delay, let's get started. So guys, here it is, influence line diagram for maximum bending moment at the given section of the beam. And for that I would first like you to take you through the concept which one need to know for drawing the influence line diagram for the maximum bending moment, and then I will be adding numerical based upon that concept. So for that I will need to draw a simply supported girder. So first let us draw the girder, and then we will proceed with the video. So guys, here I have drawn a simply supported girder of span AB, and we have assumed that we are asked to find the maximum bending moment under the point C, and the point C is at distance A from the left support A. And we may have a question in which we will be provided with a span, and we will be asked to calculate the maximum bending moment at some distance from left or right support. And the same thing I have assumed here. And suppose we are asked to calculate the maximum bending moment under the span C, and under the point C, and the point C is at distance A, and the whole span of the beam is L. Let me write it here, draw it here. The whole span of AB is L meter, and then the whole is L, then the span of CB will be L minus A. Let us write it here. This CB will be L minus A. Whole span minus this portion, we will get the span of CB. And guys, let us represent this L minus A as B. It means I have assumed that our span AC is equal to A and span CB is equal to B. Now see further. So now what we need to do is we need to draw the influence line diagram for the moment at C. So let us draw the influence line diagram for the moment at C. It will be of this manner. Now guys, after this what we need to do is we need to know the height of this influence line diagram. This is influence line diagram for the moment at C, and if we know the height of this influence line diagram at C, height of this whole influence line diagram which is under the point C, then we will come to know that the influence line diagram for calculating the maximum bending moment. And here the height of this influence line diagram, this whole influence line diagram height or ordinate under the point C is given as multiple of this both span divided by the whole span. So multiple of AC means A is multiplied by span CB, span is B, and divided by the whole span, and the whole span is L. So the height of this whole influence line diagram is going to be AB by L. Now guys, after getting the height of this whole influence line diagram, we can easily calculate the ordinate. If there are number of load acting on this span, then we can easily calculate the ordinate under those load, and on multiplying it with the loading intensity we will come to know the maximum bending moment. So let us have a look to our example based upon this concept, and then it will clarify your concept more. So guys, here I have selected an example, and the example says the question is, a simply supported girder has a span of 12 meter, means the whole span of the girder is 12 meter. Let me use this diagram for this solving this numerical. You have to draw the diagram for calculating the influence line bending maximum bending moment in the similar manner. So the span of the whole girder is given as 12 meter, so we will have L equals to 12 meter. Similarly, a 250 kilonewton wheel load moves from one end to the other end on the span of the girder, means we are provided with a point load which is 250 kilonewton, move from one end to the other end, and find the maximum bending moment which can occur at the section 4 meter from the left support. Our A is our left support, and from left support we need to calculate the maximum bending moment at distance 4 meter, means we need to calculate the maximum bending moment under the point C, which is at distance 4 meter. So we have got the value of A equals to 4 meter. Now we can easily calculate the value of B, because whole span is 12 meter and the B is equals to whole span minus this A span, so 12 minus 4 will be equals to 8 meter. It means we have got the value of A and B, so we can easily calculate the value of this height of the influence line diagram, which is going to be 4 times 8 by whole span is 12. So from here we will get 8 upon 3. Now now we need to calculate the maximum bending moment, and the height of influence line diagram is 8 by 3. This whole influence line diagram height is 8 by 3, so which is the maximum value of the ordinate, because if we calculate the ordinate value of the ordinate here, then it will be smaller than this value. Similarly, as either we proceed toward right of this value or left of this value, our value of ordinate is decreasing automatically. It means to get the maximum bending moment, what we need to do is we have to place our point load under this value, because this is the highest value of the ordinate here. So place the point load 250 kilonewton at point C, because the value of the highest value of the ordinate is 8 by 3, which is maximum, and we proceed either right or left, value will decrease automatically. So we have maximum bending moment equals to intensity of load 250 kilonewton multiplied by the ordinate. For the point load we simply need to multiply by the ordinate, and in case of UDL we need to multiply the intensity of load with the area between the two ordinates. So here it is point load, so simply multiply it by the ordinate, that is ordinate is 8 by 3. So on multiplying 250 with 8 by 3, we will get 666.67 kilonewton meter. Now guys, let us see one more example. What if we will be provided with 2 points load? So first I'm going to write the question, and then I will solve it. So guys, here the question is, two wheel loads 200 kilonewton and 100 kilonewton is spaced 2 meter apart, means that there are 2 points load 200 kilonewton and 100 kilonewton, and the spacing between these two loads are 2 meter on a girder of a span 16 meter. Means we need to draw these two loads are moving on a girder of a span 16 meter, and we are asked to calculate the maximum bending moment that can occur at a section 6 meter from the left end. Means we need to calculate the value of the maximum bending moment at 6 meter from the left support, means we will have the value of A equals to 6 meter. So let us first draw a girder of a span 16 meter, and after that we will draw the influence line diagram, and then we will place this load on the girder to calculate the maximum value of the bending moment. So here I have drawn a girder of span AB of span 16 meter, and we are asked to calculate the maximum value of the maximum bending moment at distance 6 meter from the left support, means the remaining span is going to be our 10 meter, and we are calculating the influence line diagram, let this point be C, which is at distance 6 meter from A, and we need to calculate the maximum bending moment under this point C as per the question. So we know the influence line diagram for the maximum bending moment is a triangular portion like this, we have come to know from this lecture. And now guys, This is the influence line diagram for the moment at C. Now we need to know the value of this ordinate, and the value of this ordinate is again the multiple of a, b, and divided by the whole span, and a is equals to 6 meter, b equals to 10 meters, so 6 times 10 divided by 16, we will get 60 upon 16, means we have come to know this ordinate. Now we need to place the points load, which are 100 kilonewton and 200 kilonewton. Now guys, listen carefully. We have come to know the height of this influence line diagram is 60 upon 16, means we have you can place this heaviest load at point C. This 200 kilonewton will be placed here. Now where to place this 100 kilonewton load? Left 2 meter of this 200 kilonewton load, sorry, right 2 meter of this 200 kilonewton or load, or left 2 meter of this 200 kilonewton load, because the spacing between these two load are 2 meter, means either this 100 kilonewton load will be 2 meter left of this 200 kilonewton or 2 meter right of this 200 kilonewton load. So the answer is our this 100 kilonewton load will be 2 meter right of this 200 kilonewton load, because guys the span of CB is greater than span of AC. I repeat, span of CB is greater than span of AC. Hence when we calculate the ordinate under the loading, the maximum value will be of this portion, of this triangular portion, and the minimum value of the ordinate will be of this triangle portion. If we compare the triangle, these two triangles, if we compare these two triangles, the maximum value of the ordinate under the loading will be in this triangle, because the span CB is greater than the span AC. So place this 100 kilonewton load 2 meter right of 200 kilonewton load. So now we need to calculate the ordinate under this 100 kilonewton load. And in order to calculate the ordinate under this 100 kilonewton load, we need to calculate this value. Let this be represented by x. And again, to calculate this value, we will use the condition of similar triangle. And first, for that, let us first name the triangle. This is A, this is B, let this be C, and let this point top apex be C dash. Now we need to calculate the value of x. Again, remember this thing. Whenever we are calculating the ordinate, when we calculate the ordinate in this triangle, we need to cover this triangle so that you won't get confused. And when you will be calculating the ordinate in this triangle, then cover this triangle. So cover this triangle, we are calculating the ordinate in this triangle. In this triangle means our right hand side, cover this left hand side triangle, and apply the condition of similar triangle, that is the corresponding sides are proportional, means our x will be proportional to the value of C dash C, means x upon C dash C will be equals to this base. We know that span up to here is 2 meter and span up to here is 8 meter. So this again we come in same because we have taken the side of this smaller triangle in upper position, so we need to again take the side of this base of this smaller triangle in upper position, so as numerator in technical term. And C dash C, this is height of this larger triangle, so height of larger triangle will take the lower position, base of this larger triangle will take the lower position, that is 10 meter. So from here we will calculate the value of x, and we will have x equals to 8 by 10 multiplied by C dash C, which is equals to 8 by 10, and the value of C dash C is 60 by 16, 60 divided by 16. We have got the value of x equals to 3 meter. Now what we need to do is, after getting the value of this ordinate, simply multiply the point load with this ordinate and calculate the final answer, which I am doing here. So we have come to know the ordinate. So solution, maximum bending moment will be equals to load multiplied by the ordinate. So 200 is multiplied by 60 upon 16 plus 100 is multiplied by 3, and on solving these we will get 1050 kilonewton. So guys, this much for today, and soon I will be uploading an example based upon the UDL. So till then, stay safe and take care of yourself. See you in the next video, that is lecture 7 for the maximum bending moment for UDL.